And welcome back, this is Baller Scuba with more bonus episodes of Let's Play Chrono Cross. I'm joined as always by Greco, who turned out to be the one that came with us to Fort Dragonia this time.
What is it, Serge? You look troubled. This is it. There is no turning back now.
Oi, come on, Serge, Greco. And that's pretty much it for the prologue here. We have a lot of work to do off screen. I will meet you probably when I make the decision about Kid, whether to save Kid or not. That's how much I'm planning to do off screen this time. So I will meet you then. And once more, it is decision time. Are we going to save Kid or not? The answer is yes, we are going to save Kid. As you can see, I took Guile's path to get here. I also did the bare minimum required to actually get here, so Guile's my only other party member right now. But I'll show you what bare minimum effort actually looks like as we continue. For the time being, though, I do want to save Kid, primarily because I want to get Raz Lee in the party. There is something else that I can show off with Raz Lee, so I'm going to save her specifically for that reason. Nothing to do with Kid, apparently, but we know that she makes it either way by this point, so I will show that off once we are done with, well, a whole bunch of stuff. I'll meet you when something else is new, though. And I have recruited Razzly, but I did not put her into the party to see what she says when you do that. Teehee, thanks. I'll be waiting by the forest entrance. Be very careful, Sergi. And thank you for coming. And off she goes. If it wasn't for the puns, I would probably like her more. But there you go. Important to this playthrough that I did recruit Raz Lee, although you have to, so there's that. After having saved Raz Lee, we do want to head to the Hydra with her in the party. Even if you're doing the bare minimum, you have the option of getting her in or out of the party. You'll have the person that brought you into Viper Manor, Korcha, and Raz Lee as available party members, so there is still the option there. We're going to have her in the party this time when we kill the Hydra, because that will change things much later on in the game. Remember last time I went out of my way to kick her out of the party when we did this. The befouler of the forests, human vermin, prepare to receive the anger of nature that you so deserve. Hi-ho! Oh, great Hydra, hear my voice. Turn on these wretched humans. Teach them how the forest, no, our planet, is pained by their existence. Hi-ho, Hydra, away! So I think the Hydra's name is Silver. Careful, Sergi. That's the Hydra you've been looking for. And it's boss time against the Hydra. They have this big setup for it, but I'm gonna kick its ass pretty damn quickly here. Once again, Serge is the only one that's properly equipped with anything. Anything at all. Everybody else just has what they came with. As you can see, Raz Lee does not have her level 7, but Kyle does. Really? Oh, you didn't do any damage. That means I am free to do the dash and slash. And we win even though he missed the level 3 attack. Is it over already? It's over already. I was thinking Guile might have to go in and do a little bit of damage to clean up, but no, Surge is too strong. Surge is too strong. For the record, the most damage that I've done with dash and slash was against the, I believe the Sky Dragon. When I was Lynx, when you still have access to the Master Renee, I think I did 2,200 damage, so that's the most I can get there. So, the reason that I show you that I killed the Hydra with Raz Lee is for what happens afterwards. What do you humans intend to do with our mother planet? Not thinking of the future, cutting down trees like there's no tomorrow. Burning the forest to make your towns even bigger, and all for what? Do you think that you are the only ones who live on this planet? Do you even know the works of life forms other than yourselves? Hi-ho, hi-ho! Don't kid yourselves, you are just hairless apes! Or worse, hi-ho! You are nothing more than freaks of evolution! Hi-ho! How are you breathing under there the whole time? All right, so Razzly does have something new to say if you have her along with you when you kill the Hydra. Now, if you're playing this for the first time, you probably did this and you missed out on some stuff as a result.
It's very sad, but I can understand what he says. Why, we fairies are forest dwellers too, but I don't think all humans are bad. I'm sure that there are many human folk who love greenery and are kind to the smallest of life forms. I believe that is true.
So if we go over here to get ourselves that Hydra humor, Surge received the Hydra humor.
Wait, Sergi, this Hydra is holding newborns in her womb. Teehee, the Hydra isn't extinct and this forest isn't going to die as long as there is life. All that may be left is a small, fragile life force, but this forest will make it.
And because Razzly spotted that there will be other Hydras eventually, she spotted the eggs, we actually made the eggs real this time. Last time we did it, Razzly was not here. There were no eggs, and therefore there were never any eggs. There are only eggs if she spots them, apparently. I don't follow the logic all the way through, but that is the case. If Razzly is not here, there will be no eggs. If she is here, then there will be eggs. Maybe she, incubated them somewhere safe or something like that. That's going to be my logic moving forward. But that is what I wanted to show off this time. We will see the results of doing that later. It will probably take a while though, but I'll meet you if anything else is new. Well, I did find something new. So I wanted to go over that before I moved on. I went to the Forbidden Island on another world instead of a home world. Now this takes place after I have defeated Salt and Pepor on the Isle of the Damned. I was here looking for Dario, but I went to the wrong world. Here though, you can find something new. We can actually find Salt and Pepor here. We can also find this guy. This is like my house. I probably shouldn't have come in then. This is really, truly my house. It is not like we are running or hiding from anything. No, of course not. I'm not sure it was a good idea to come with these people. At least they know how to make a quick getaway. That's what saved me. It's not like we're in hiding. We're waiting for the right moment to shake and attack. Yes, of course you are. So, the reason that I am here is because I do want to actually defeat Dario in order to unlock the next ending for myself. But with that said, I actually want to end this run through of the game before I can do what I can do with Raz Lee. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop a save right before I want to end the game, and then I'm going to head forward to when I can do stuff with Raz Lee, and I will meet you with Raz Lee, and then we'll have to go back in the plot a bit so that we can actually show off this next ending. Meanwhile, I need to kill Dario again. It happens. Actually, it does look like we get a small little scene when we go back to Water Dragon Isle. Remember, there is no reason for the dwarves to leave because the Hydra Marshes are okay. But still some bad things happen.
A monster! What is going on?
The fairies of this isle have been, by them, heaven forbid. It seems the fairies still didn't make it, but it's due to Lagunates this time instead of the dwarves. And as you can see, there are no, dwarves or fairies at all. Just the Lagunates. But still want to head all the way through. And I wanted to take on the Water Dragon. There's still a little bit more that I wanted to do, though, here on Water Dragon Isle. This is, of course, where things do change. So I will see you on the other side. And one thing that I forgot to do last time, I forgot to see what Leah says if you don't bring her in your party when she temporarily joins your party to start. He cautious lately. He no show himself, but he think he boss here. So keep thumping monsters. He get him angry. Come out. So if you don't put her in your party, you actually get the hint as to how to get him to show up. You need to kill all of the monsters on this screen, then leave the screen, then come back. So there's what Leah says. Back on Water Dragon Isle with Razzly on Homeworld. I have completed Chronopolis. This is normally the part where you would head back to the fairy village with Razzly so that you can get her level 7 tech and the fairy rod. However, when we go in, there are still Lagunates here. And sad music. Although there is sad music, there are no fairies, right? There are no, like, fairy corpses or anything like that the monsters have left behind. They're tidy about their fairy disposal, I guess, but they have disposed of the fairies nonetheless. So, if you wanted to get the good stuff for Razzly, if you wanted to get her level 7 tech, and if you wanted to get the floral rod, don't use her in the fight with the hydras. Well, the one hydra. If you want to get good stuff for Razzly, don't use her. Early, at least. It's a little weird how it works, but that is indeed how it works. By saving the hydra, you have doomed the fairies. Even though it doesn't really make sense, right? It doesn't make all the sense in the world, but that is indeed how this works. Now, I wanted to show this off for a couple reasons. Number one, to show there's nothing, and it's kind of weird how it works with Razzly because of that one fight with the Hydra. The other thing that I wanted to show off is what the bare minimum looks like for this game. Obviously, this is going to be different depending on how you play the game, but this is pretty much the bare minimum that you need in order to make it to the end of the game. I think I still need to pick up Starkey, right? He needs to help out making our ship fly. But outside of that, and Kid, this is technically a complete party. This is all we need in order to go through to the end of the game. Granted, Guile is optional, but you need to have at least one person, so it's either Guile, Nikki, or Pierre there. Norris is required, Viper's required, all the Dragoons are required, Riddell. Korcha's optional, obviously, because we got him for choosing to save Kid, but Mel's not here, Razzly is here, Glenn would have to be here, and Macho would have to be here if you went the other route. Orcha, Radius, Stina, Leah, Sprig, Fargo, and Grobik rounded out. These are the required characters for the most part, right? Except for Razzly, Korcha, and Guile. These are them. They're all required. These are the people that you have to have along. You don't really have a choice. And then, of course, Kid and Starkey, of all people, are required. Everybody else is technically optional in the game. So I wanted to show off what kind of bare minimum effort going through the game kind of looks like. As you can see, it's not a very filled out party. If we take a look at it here, you get kind of a greater sense because it'll show you all of the empty slots, right? The majority of them are up top here, so we're still missing a couple, right? There's Kid, she will go there. But outside of that, and Starkey, that's pretty much it. As you can see, there's a lot of optional characters. These are the only required ones. So I wanted to at least give you a taste of what that is like. With that said, I went too far. Like I said before, I was going to go further than I actually wanted to in order to get the ending that I wanted to do. So this is disc 2, right? I'm going to have to go back to disc 1 when I'm still Lynx, as it turns out, so that I can get the next ending, and I will meet you there, and I will try to describe where we are in the plot to get that ending. So I'll meet you back when I'm Lynx.